Hello and welcome to the newly revamped Cone Zone channel, sister channel to Guitarings, if you will. This is where I'm going to be getting into the weeds a little bit more on how I like to do things. I do have a Patreon, it's linked down below. It's a little dormant at the moment, but there's tons of archived content on there you can check out. So now that that's all out of the way, let's get into it. Okay, so first thing, let's take a look at this loop riff, which is in the key of E. It starts with an open E string, slides up to the 16th fret of the 5th string, and then plays the 12th fret of the 4th and 3rd strings, like this. Followed by an up-down mute stroke. Now, that next thing it does is it goes down to a G power chord, 10th fret of the 5th string, 12th fret of the 4th and 3rd strings, and it drops that root note down a half step from 10 to 9. And then it plays the 10th fret of the 6th string. And now we have a D power chord, 5th fret of the 5th string, 7th fret of the 4th and 3rd strings. And we're going to play that twice, and then drop that root down a half step once again, down from 5 to 4, 5th fret to 4th fret on the 5th string, and then play the 5th fret of the 6th string. Now that last part is a hammer-on 3 to 5, followed by 2 mute strokes. So you have hammer-on 3 to 5 on the 6th string, 2 muted strokes, and then a pull-off, 1 to 0 on the 5th string, 3rd fret of the 6th string, pull off to 0, and the riff recycles. So our first lick goes like this. And that's going to be just key of E minor, E pentatonic, actually. So that's a hammer-on from 5 to 7 on the 5th string, to the 5th fret of the 4th string, back to the 7th fret of the 5th string. And then we're going to go up to the 7th fret of the 4th string, then back to the 7th fret of the 5th string. And then that turnaround there is 7th fret of the 5th string over to 7th fret of the 6th string. Then we're just going to hammer on that 5 to 7 there on the 5th string. So the second lick's going to bring in some triad arpeggios and a little bit of Dorian mode. So it starts like this, just like the first one. So we're 5 to 7 on the 5th string, 5th fret of the 4th string back to 7 on the 5th string. Now we have this triad here, it's E minor. And that is 4th fret of the 3rd string, 5th fret of the 4th string, and 7th fret of the 5th string. Now we have another triad here, it's 6th fret of the 3rd string, and then 5th fret of the 4th string, 7th fret of the 5th string. And then the next one is 7th fret of the 3rd string, 5th fret of the 5th string, 4th string, 7th fret of the 5th string. So we have okay, so then the end part of the riff slides up here to the 9th fret of the 4th string, to the 7th fret of the 3rd string. So, and then that's a slide down from 9 to 7, pull off to 5. And then we're just going to land on that 7th fret of the 5th string. And then right back over to the 7th fret of the 4th string. Then back to the 7th fret of the 5th string, to the 5th fret of the 4th string. So that lick's slow. Alright, so our third lick goes like this. So we're starting with the E blues scale, so that starts in the 7th fret of the 5th string. up to the 10th fret of the 5th string, and then your 7, 8, 9 chromatic note there on the 4th string. And so once we get up to that 7th fret of the 3rd string, we're going to go back to the 9th fret of the 4th string and then slide up a half step. And then a hammer on from 9 to 11 on the 3rd string. And then a ghost note back on the 4th string. And after that ghost note, we're going to get right up to this 12th fret of the 3rd string. And then walking down that minor scale there. So 12, 11, 9 on the 3rd string. And then we're going to land right there on the 9th fret of the 4th string. So we have... Okay, so our next lick goes like this. So we're bringing in a little harmonic minor. So starting on the 9th fret of the 5th string, and that's 9, 10, 12, then do a little hammer on pull off, and 9, 10, 9 on the 4th string, back to 12 on the 5th string. And then we're 9th fret of the 4th string, sliding 13, 14 on the 4th string, and then a same kind of a hammer on pull off there on 11, 12 on the 3rd string, back to 14 on the 4th string, and then doubling right back there to that 11 on the 3rd string. So we have... Now we're sliding up there, what is it, 13, 14 on the 4th string, and then back to that 11 on the 12th string. So let me take you up to there. And then quick slide down there from 10 to 9 on the 4th string, and then that's our ending note, the 12th fret of the 5th string. So here you go. Now the next two have a pretty similar little run up before they part ways. So this is a pentatonic run. It goes from 10 to 12 on the 6th string. And then we have a 10 on the 5th string, slide 12 to 14. You don't hear the 12, but that's just your origin point for when you start sliding. So, and then we're gonna hammer on there 12 to 14 on the 4th string. And then that's where the first one departs, and it goes 12 to 11 down on the 3rd string. So in context. So when we slide that 12 to 11 down, that's 12 on the 4th string back to 11 on the 3rd string. And then we're going to pull off there 12 to 11 on the 4th string. So at that point, we're switching positions a little bit. We're just kind of shifting down a little bit, using our 3rd finger to hit that 11th fret of the 4th string. That's that Dorian note there. And then we're going to slide down there 10 to 9 on the 5th string. So in context, we have... So that's the first one. Now the second one goes like this. So same beginning, except now we're going to continue upward. So that's 12 on the 3rd string. It's 14 to 16, quick slide there on the 3rd string. And then 15, 17 on the 2nd string. So in context. So from that 17 on the second string, we're gonna grab that. If we can get them to ring together, even better. Get some of that wonky dissonance in there. So 17 on the second string, then drop 15 to 14 on the third string. And then a little ghost note over here, back to that 14 on the third string. Ghost. Another ghost followed by 12th fret of the third string there. So we have slowly. And both of them together. So for our last one, we're doing a descending line using the diminished scale. It's probably my favorite scale. I love to throw it in unexpectedly whenever I can. So it goes like this. So starting on the 9th fret of the third string, we're gonna go right up there to the 12th fret of the second string. And then we got kind of ghost notes in between as we walk down from 12, 11 to 9 on the second string, with this third string ghosting in between. And then we have and that is 10 to 12 on the third string, 9 to 10 on the third string, and then 12 on the fourth string, back to 9 on the third string, and then 10 to 12 on the fourth string, then 9 to 10 on the fourth string. And then we have 13, 9, so 13 on the fifth string, back to 9 on the fourth string. And that's where we end up on our ending note there, the 10th fret of the fifth string. So that is like this, slow. And there you go. Really hope you guys dug that. I'm gonna try to do some more stuff like this. Been having a lot of fun making stuff over at Guitaring, so I'm gonna really try to branch out, make a lot of different fun stuff for this channel. And again, just kind of show you guys how I like to do things. And hopefully maybe some of it will be new to you guys. So thanks again for checking it out, and I will see you next time.